Stepping into the circle for the jump ball. Going to be number 24 for Parowan, Brennan Rowley. And for Summit Academy, number 33, Zach Scott. Tips knocked out of bounds will be the official's decision on who gets it, and it's going to be Summit Academy basketball. So Tyler Ferris to inbounds. Gets it into Figueroa. Figueroa picked up there by Justice Walker of the Rams. Going to come to Ferris. Baseline, then comes back out top, trying to get it to Velez. High-low, Scott, layup good. And Summit Academy on the board first. Bringing the ball up into the forecourt. Jake Smith. Smith sets it. He made a pass to Brennan Rowley, and Rowley gives it back to Smith, who then goes to Clark. Into the high post to Walker, back out to Clark. Tries baseline, gets cut off, looking. Comes way back out to Justice Walker. Walker saves it, puts it on the floor. Kicks it back to Clark. Back to Walker. Way out top to Brennan Rowley. Rowley resets the offense for Parowan. Rowley puts it on the deck. Jumper good. And we're tied at 2. It's Brennan Rowley with the jumper. Danny Figueroa into the forecourt. To Velez. Back out to Ferris. Ferris to Kaylor Miller. Back to Ferris. Ferris, left-hand dribble. Jump stop to Figueroa. Roa for 3. Got it. Danny Figueroa for 3. And it's a 5-2 Summit Academy lead. Jake Smith, crossover. Looking, puts it, gets penetration, tries to get it up over Scott, and he does. Nice floater there for the senior, Jake Smith. 5-4, Summit Academy. Figueroa to Ferris. Ferris to Miller. Back to Figueroa. Gets a ball screen from Scott. Left-hand dribble, gonna try to get to the rim. Oh, nice pass to Velez. Velez misses the layup. Rebound to Walker. Quickly up ahead to Smith. Smith, transition 3. Got it. Parowan claims the lead for the first time this afternoon. 7-5 for the Rams. It's going to go here to Ferris. It's a ball screen. Good defense by Parowan. He comes back to Miller, to Figueroa. Roa for 3. He got it. So both teams lighting it up from beyond the arc. 8-7 Summit Academy. That time Clark trying to go to Justice Walker, and it knocked out of bounds. Summit Academy wants a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30.
I've already taken care of my daughter. It was shipped to the house.
Summit Academy basketball coming out of the timeout. They lead 8-7. Pass way up ahead to Kaylor Miller. He comes in. It's a 3-on-3. Then he tries to go to Zach Scott. It's knocked away by Parowan. Good defense there by Shandon Clark. Parowan tries to get some transition going and throws it away. Checking in for Summit Academy, going to be 24, Jaden Hamblin. Figueroa across the timeline to Hamlin. It's loose, but it goes to Velez. He recovers as he's going to be fouled there. And that's going to be a Parowan foul to Brett Hunter, a 6'2 junior. Getting some valuable minutes here off the bench. Be representing the Rams next year. Figueroa to inbound. Lob to Zach Scott. Power dribble off the glass, no good. Rebound by Ferris. Ferris to Figueroa. Short. And the ball gonna go out of bounds to the Rams. Just under 5 minutes remaining in the first period. The Rams of Parowan and the Summit Academy Bears. Little Token zone pressure here. The Rams break it. Nicely done. Fast break basket there. Brennan Rowley. Good passing by the Rams. And they reclaim the lead in a seesaw first quarter. Figueroa to Ferris. Picked up by Jake Smith. Going to get a ball screen from Zach Scott. Ferris comes to Hamlin to Figueroa. Figueroa to Ferris. A long three. No good. Rebound to Parowan's Brennan Rowley. Rowley gives it up to Brett Hunter. Hunter to Jake Smith. Smith on a yo-yo dribble. Crosses over and loses it. Gets trapped there. Has it stolen by Hamlin. 3-on-1 for the Bears. Hamlin is going to go all the way. No good. And it comes back to the Rams. Rams have a 2-on-1. The lob. Justice Walker. Walker on the floor. Puts it up. No good, but he's fouled. Action fast and furious here. Foul's going to be charged to Summit Academy's Jaden Hamlin, and at the free throw line shooting 2 for Parowan, Justice Walker. First free throw around and out. Checking in for Summit Academy is going to be Dallas Whedon, number 1, and number 30, Hagen Hines. Walker for one more. Free throw up and no good. So an empty trip from the free throw line for the Rams. They lead by 1, 9-8. Dallas Whedon, the forecourt for the Bears. Comes out on the right wing to Hamlin. Hamlin to Hagen Hines. Hines gets a ball screen from Scott. Hines puts it on the deck, off the glass, no good. Rebound to Rowley. Up ahead to Walker. Walker layup no good, but I think they're gonna count it because I believe that the basket, or excuse me, the glass was slapped. And the officials are gonna say that was a goaltending. You cannot slap the standard while the ball is on the glass. So 11-8 Parowan. Dallas Whedon gets a ball screen from Velez. Gonna be trapped there. Ball's free. Jake Smith picks it up. Parowan on the run. Smith pulls up. 3-footer. Got it. So Parowan now creating a little bit of distance here. Good strong defense. Here's Hamlin. Hamlin to Velez. Velez lob to Scott. Knocked away. Here come the Rams. Shannon Clark to Justice Walker. To Hunter, back out to Rowley. Sets the offense. Rowley, crossover dribble into the lane. Jump stop, the right hand shot, no good. Rebound to Dallas Whedon. Whedon on the semi-fast break, pulls it out. Now gets a ball screen, left hand dribble, throws up a left hand shot, no good. Rebound to Shannon Clark. Ahead to Jake Smith. Smith, gonna get a ball screen and then brings it back out to set up the offense. Jake Smith, 4-year starter for the Rams. Puts it on the deck, then pulls up, tough fadeaway shot, no good. Rebound to Brett Hunter. He throws one up, he's fouled. It'll be 2 shots for Brett Hunter. Fouls charged to number 24, number 30, Hagen Hines, his first. And the first free throw made there by Brett Hunter. Checking in for Summit Academy, number 23, Kader Miller. Hunter's second free throw, around and good. So 2 free throws for the Rams, and they're on an 8-0 run, are the Parowan Rams, to take a 7-point lead at 15-8 as we near the 2-minute mark of the first period. Whedon to Miller, back to Whedon. Whedon to Scott, and he's going to be fouled there. As Shandon Clark tried to come through him to get that entry pass and fouled him over the back. Summit Academy basketball. It'll be inbounded by Hamlin to Miller. In the corner, Miller comes back out to Hamlin. On On the right wing to Whedon. Dallas Whedon, left-hand dribble, picks his dribble up. Comes to Hagen Hines. Hines. Baseline drive, gets cut off. Nice baseline pass. Bears moving around. Whedon's runner, no good. And the Bears with a silly foul. Going to go on Dallas Whedon. It's a non-shooting foul, but it'll be Parowan basketball. Parowan's defense has been very effective these last 3 minutes. Ringelsbacher coming in for the Bears, along with Tyler Ferris. Minute and 33 seconds remaining in the first period. Jake Smith going to walk it up for the Rams. Smith brings it over to Rowley. Rowley, right-hand dribble, comes back out to Jake Smith. Jake Smith way out top. Now he's going to penetrate. Gets into the lane, picks up his dribble, tries to go short corner to Justice Walker, but I believe he'll be fouled. It will be a non-shooting foul. Fouls charged to number 25, Tyler Ferris. It's a non-shooting foul. Parowan to inbound. Smith to Justice Walker. Back to Jake Smith. To Rowley. Ball's knocked free. Picked up by Zach Scott to Tyler Ferris. And here come the Bears, trailing by 7. 1 minute remaining in the period. Kyler Miller tries to get it into Scott. He can't do it as it's knocked away. Parowan going to walk it up. 7-point lead and the basketball. Brett Hunter to Walker. Walker to Clark. Jump stop. Kicks it back out to Jake Smith. Smith. Say, give me a ball screen. Gets one. Crosses over. And Jake Smith to the low post to Clark. Back to Jake Smith. To Rowley. Smith for 3. No good. Rebound by Parowan there. Nice work on the glass. Shandon Clark. Jake Smith, left-hand dribble. Pick up by Ringelsbacher. Jake Smith keeps his dribble alive. Now he's going to swing it, and it's going to be stolen by Scott. Jake Scott with 6 seconds. Scott all the way. Layup good. And there's your horn at the end of 1 period of play. The Summit Academy Bears 10 and the Parowan Rams 15. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Download the UHSAA mobile app for easy access to UHSAA information available for our Androids.
Parowan basketball coming out of the timeout. Hunter to inbound to Jake Smith. Picked up there by Ringelsbacher for the Bears. Smith, corner to Hunter. Down low and Justice Walker. Back to Hunter. Hunter swings it back out to Brennan Rowley. Rowley goes on the right wing as they go down to Clark, who dumps it down to Jake Smith and then makes a beautiful pass to Justice Walker for the layup. That was very accurate passing there by the Rams. Ringelsbacher into forecourt for the Bears. To Miller. Miller, right-hand dribble. Nice step, gets the layup. A nice strong move for Kaler Miller. 17-12. Parowan. Jake Smith. A little bit of trouble, and he comes back out to Clark, who gives it back to Smith, who goes to Rowley. Jump shot no good. Rebound by Scott to Ringelsbacher. Secondary fast break for the Bears. Back out top to Miller. Miller, a long three down the barrel, no good. Tipped, goes right to Clark. Clark to Justice Walker. Justice Walker to Brennan Rowley. Rowley into Clark. Clark challenges Scott, has his shot blocked. Tyler Ferris to Ringelsbacher to Hagen Hines. Back to Ferris. Ferris for three. No good. Long rebound. Still loose. Still loose. Still not. Free. It's going to roll. It's going to roll, and it's going to go out to the Rams. What hustle. Justice Walker. Let's tip our hat to Justice Walker. What hustle. And that young man rewarded. Ringelsbacher to Miller. Miller into the high post to Scott. Goes back to Ringelsbacher. Three-point shot short, no good. Rebound to Clark. Gives it to Brett Hunter. Hunter, a 6'2" junior. Brings it into forecourt. Comes to Jake Smith on the left wing. Smith gonna launch a three. No good. Rebound to Tyler Ferris of Summit Academy. Ferris into the forecourt to Miller. 15-footer, short, no good. Gonna go back to Miller. Saves it to Ferris. Ferris, ball screen into the paint. Runner got the roll. Tyler Ferris with two. It's 19-14 Parowan. Tick down to 5 minutes remaining in the first half. Jake Smith to Justice Walker, and Hagen Hines going to get caught playing through Justice Walker in the post. It's going to be Hagen Hines' second foul, I believe. Now we have wholesale substitutions coming in for the Bears. It'll be number 20, Sam Velez. Number 3, Danny Figueroa. And number 10, Amani Montgomery. Walker short on his jump shot. Rebound to Armani Montgomery. He gets it to Danny Figueroa. Comes to Velez, to Figueroa, to Ringelsbacher. Ringelsbacher gets a ball screen from Velez. Spin move into the paint. Nice play to Velez. Velez can't finish. It'll be off Velez and back to Parowan. Checking in for Parowan, number 10, Tanner Robinson, and number 21, Hagen Skaugard. Here comes Jake Smith, veteran point guard for Parowan. Right-hand dribble. Goes into Robbins, who tries to go to Justice Walker. The ball's knocked away off Sam Velez. It will remain Parowan's ball. Jake Smith to inbound. Away out top, it's going to Justice Walker. Walker puts it on the floor. Walker to the rim, no good, draws a foul. I believe that's going to be on Sam Velez. A nice, strong take by Justice Walker. And the foul is on Velez, his first. Free throw line for two, Justice Walker. First one is good. Justice, a senior for the Rams. Played a lot for Parowan, who came to state last year as a junior and finishing up another fine career with another trip to the state tournament. Offensive rebound to Parowan. It ends up in the hands of Jake Smith. He shoots and got his partially blocked, but it goes right into the hands of Justice Walker, who finishes. 22-14 Parowan. So we tick down to 4 minutes remaining in the half. Figueroa in a little bit of trouble, and Jake Smith picks his pass off. Comes to Rowley. Rowley to Robinson. Robinson probably should have shot it, maybe a little too unselfish, as Tanner Robinson tried to feed Hagen Skaugard. Probably made one too many passes there. Checking in for the Bears, Zach Scott. We are just under 4 minutes remaining in the first half. Ball's knocked away, and it remains Summit Academy. Hagen Skogard letting Summit Academy know that he's still there. Dallas Whedon going to come in for Tyler Ferris. Figueroa and Whedon running a little bit of a two-man game. Into forecourt comes Whedon, and he's going to be fouled there by Tanner Robinson. Non-shooting foul. Side out for the Bears. They trail by 8. As Parowan has seized control of this game here in the first half. Whedon still looking, comes way out to Montgomery. Back to Whedon. Whedon to Armani. Montgomery for 3, no good. Rebound to Velez. Offensive rebound for Summit Academy. Whedon resets the offense. Ball screen from Scott, tries to split the double team. Gets it back, corner 3, no good. Rebound off of Velez. Parowan basketball. Checking back in for Parowan, number 32, Shandon Clark. Jake Smith bringing it into the forecourt. Set the offense for the Rams. Clark, right-hand dribble. Traveled. So he's trying to come to a jump stop. Slid his pivot foot. Back to the Bears. Whedon into Figueroa. Gets it back. Dallas Whedon, left-hand dribble. Into the forecourt. Looks like he's going to get trapped. Looking, comes to Velez. Velez to Figueroa. Figueroa to Montgomery. Montgomery to Velez. Skips it to Whedon. Back to Figueroa for 3. Got it. Danny Figueroa. Jake Smith, left-hand dribble for the Rams. He's looking. Comes out top to Clark. Clark back to Smith. Little 3-out, 2-in motion here by the Rams. Smith keeping his dribble alive. Goes into the corner, picks his dribble up, comes back out to Justice Walker. Walker, left-hand dribble, attacks, gets his shot blocked by Zach Scott. Figueroa trying to start the break. Good defense by the Rams. Into the forecourt come the Bears. Figueroa to Whedon to Zach Scott. Scott, one power dribble, jump hook, no good, but he's fouled. Gonna be 2 shots for Zach Scott. It's gonna go on Shannon Clark. Clark second. At the free throw line for 2, Zach Scott. First one takes a nice high bounce and falls through. Scott for 1 more. That one's hard off the iron. Rebound to Skogard. Comes back to Smith. 4-point Parowan lead. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 22-18 Parowan, and they have the basketball. Jake Smith. Right-hand dribble. Picked up by Dallas Whedon. Cross-court pass to Skogard. Skogard back to the high post to Clark. Clark puts it on the floor. Jump stop. Shot up. No good. Rebound. Loose. Picked up. Going to be a jump ball. Alternating possession to Summit Academy. So Summit Academy gets a stop. Here at the minute 43 mark of the first half. Checking back in for Parowan, Brett Hunter and Brennan Rowley. All right, the ball's ready for play. Dallas Whedon to inbounds. Comes to Figueroa. Back to Whedon to Figueroa. Figueroa with the right-hand dribble. Now to the left. To the post to Scott, who kicks it back out to Armani Montgomery. Long lob into Scott. Knocked out of bounds by Parowan. The minute 29 mark here the first half. Whedon to inbounds for the Bears. Little box-to-box screen, and then they break out of it. Out top to Figueroa. Figueroa, left-hand dribble to Montgomery. Montgomery way out top. Now comes out on a weave to Dallas Whedon. Whedon crosses over into the paint. Left-hand runner, no good. Rebound to Skogard of Parowan. Gives it to Jake Smith. And here come the Rams. Left-hand dribble. Smith going to try to get all the way to the rim. Does. Count it. And a foul. Jake Smith. Fouls charged to Sam Velez. In for Summit Academy, Bergam Jensen. Jake Smith trying to finish off the three-point play. Does. 25-18 Parowan. 1 minute remaining in the first half. Summit Academy with the basketball. Danny Figueroa to Montgomery. Out top to Velez. To Jensen. Jensen to Figueroa. Figueroa backs it out. He's looking. Brings Sam Velez up. Gets a ball screen from Velez. Good defense by Skogard of the Rams. High post to Velez. Velez moved his pivot foot. And it's going to be back to the Rams. Parowan very solid defensively there in that possession. To Jake Smith. Left-hand dribble across the timeline. 30 seconds remaining in the first half. Justice Walker on the left-hand side. Lobs into Rowley. Rowley, drop step, kicks it back out to Walker. Walker kicks it to Skogard from the elbow. No good. Rebound loose. Going to be off of Summit Academy. It'll remain Parowan basketball. It's like Brennan Rowley going to inbounds. Excuse me, Brett Hunter going to inbounds for Parowan. A little discussion with Summit Academy's coach, Everett Gray. I don't think they're talking about dinner reservations. The lob into Justice Walker. Walker, right-hand dribble. Tries to go to a jump stop, gets it, trying to get it to Rowley out of bounds. So Summit Academy trailing by 7 with the last possession of the half. Montgomery into Figueroa. Dan Figueroa, left-hand dribble, double heist pick. They split off of it. Figueroa trying to turn the corner, gets it to Montgomery. Montgomery to Jake Scott, and no shot. The defense by Parowan is outstanding. And at the end of one half of play, Parowan 25, Summit Academy 18.
They're giving me $1,000 if I want something, then we'll accept it. Get some? I did.
The officials for tonight's activity are registered and certified by the Utah High School Activities Association. Treat them with respect. An attitude of good sportsmanship to be upheld by all spectators.
A few of our stats from the first half. Danny Figueroa for Summit Academy. He led the Bears with 9. Kaylor Miller with 2. Tyler Ferris with 2. Zach Scott with 5. For the Parowan Rams, they were led by their senior point guard Jake Smith with 10. Brett Hunter with 2. Brennan Rowley with 4. Justice Walker with 9 for a total of 25-18. And it's going to be Parowan basketball to begin the third period of play. Parowan's defense was outstanding after about the 5-minute mark of the second period. Really made things difficult for Summit Academy. All right, the ball's inbounds, and it goes to Brett Hunter. Hunter into the corner to Jake Smith. Smith, crossover dribble. Gets to the short corner, comes back out to Justice Walker, who comes out to Brennan Rowley. Rowley puts it on the deck, throws up a jump hook, no good. Rebound to Tyler Ferris. Ferris Trying to start the fast break. He gets it to Miller, who goes to Scott, who tries to throw it down, kicks it off the back iron. It goes to Velez, and then Velez will be fouled. So Summit Academy coming out trying to assert themselves. Fouls charged to Parowan's Brennan Rowley. Rowley's first, team's first, and Velez for 2 free throws. First one's good. Velez in and out, no good. Rebound to Rowley, to Smith. Smith up ahead to Hunter. To Justice Walker. To Clark, and he tried to go down to Rowley and had it knocked away. Parowan basketball. Jake Smith to inbounds. Looking, gets a screen, comes out to the high post to Hunter, and he comes back out to Rowley. Rowley, a 6'4" junior. To Smith, dumps it down to Clark. Left hand, good. Nice up and under for Shannon Clark. It's 27-19, Parowan. Tyler Ferris lobs to Scott, missed the bunny. Traces down his own rebound. Kicks it back out to Figueroa. Figueroa gets a ball screen into the lane. Left-hand layup, good. Danny Figueroa. 27-21, Parowan. Jake Smith, high post, Justice Walker. Walker has it knocked away, recovers, gets it back to Rowley. Goes down on the low block to Shannon Clark. Back out to Rowley, three-point jumper. Got it. A little inside out for the Parowan Rams. 30-21, as you can see. Bears to get in the forecourt to Miller. Miller back to Figueroa. Figueroa to Velez. Sam Velez to Kaylor Miller. Nice lob. Bart Scott got it. Nice high-low action there by the Bears. Jake Smith, right wing, gets it down to Justice Walker, kicks it back out to Smith. Smith, he's going to rise for 3. In and out, no good. Rebound to Kaylor Miller. The Bears with a chance to chip away at this Parowan lead. Figueroa into forecourt. And he gets a screen from Velez. Goes out to Kaylor Miller. Out top to Ferris. A long three-pointer. Got it. And just like that, it's a 4-point game. It's a nice 6-2 run here by the Parowan, by the Bears. Cut into this Parowan lead. Clark, ball screen from Walker to Walker. Walker tries to get by Scott, can't, rises, gets his shot deflected, rebound to Velez. The big man for the Bears, starting to protect that rim. Figueroa crosses over into the paint, kicks. Kaylor Miller for 3, long, no iron. Goes to Smith. And now we've got a foul. It's going to be charged on Danny Figueroa. Probably not a bad foul as it stops a Parowan fast break. I didn't see the foul as it was behind the ball. So as it is, Parowan to inbounds. They lead by 4, 30-26. Justice Walker to Jake Smith. Smith tries to get around Velez. Jump shot no good. Rebound to Hagan Hines. Hagan outlet to Figueroa. Figueroa into the forecourt to Ferris. Ferris left-hand dribble, picked up by Smith. Does a little runner, no good. To Rowley. Parowan on the run, 4-on-2. To Walker. Walker skies through. Nice take. Justice Walker. Lead back to 6 for the Rams. Figueroa. Left-hand dribble to Ferris. Ferris comes off the screen, gets his shot blocked by Smith, but he gets it back. Ferris. Cross court to Hagan Hines, to Figueroa for 3. Air ball right to Clark, who starts the break to Smith. Smith pulls it out. Transition 3, no, but he's going to travel. Brett Hunter probably would have been better served to have risen and shot that 3. As it is, he travels. Checking in for the Bears, number 24. Jaden Hamblin for the Bears. They have the ball, trailing by 6. Danny Figueroa with the dribble into the forecourt for the Bears. Left wing, Hamblin rises for 3. Hamblin has 3. Just like that, that 6-point lead's cut in half. It's 32-29, Parowan. 3.5 remaining in the third period. Jake Smith, left-hand dribble, trying to get to the rim, gets cut off. Tries to throw it to Clark, has it tipped out of bounds. It will remain Parowan basketball. So Jake Smith the inbound. Smith goes to Walker. Walker gets his shot blocked. Ooh. A lot of ball up top, maybe a little push down below, but that foul's going to go on Zach Scott. Only his first, but Justice Walker to the free throw line to shoot 2. Free throw up and good. Dallas Whedon going to check in. Walker short. Dallas Whedon out top, trying to get it to Scott, has it knocked away. It's still free. It's going to be up to the officials. Parm Patrick says it will remain Summit Academy basketball. Tyler Ferris to inbounds for the Bears. He's looking. Going to go down to Scott. Scott, jump hook, no good. Rebound to Clark for the Rams. Outlet to Jake Smith. Smith, left-hand dribble. He's going to come back to Rowley. The corner to Hunter. He's trying to find Clark along the baseline, has it knocked free. Jake Smith to inbounds for Parowan. Smith waiting for the play to develop. Goes to Walker. Walker rises, tries to go up over the top of Hines. Shot hits the iron, no good. Here come the Bears. Dallas Whedon to Scott. He's going to rise for 3. No good off the iron, no good. Walker the rebound for the Rams. Smith back to Walker. Walker into the forecourt to Hunter. Hunter skip. Jake Smith puts it on the floor. Little runner to get it over Scott, and the runner falls. Wise decision there. Jake Smith, the wily 4-year starter for the Parowan Rams, with a runner over Scott. Whedon goes to Ferris. Ferris has a toe on the line, short on the jumper. And then Hagen Hines trying to pick the pocket of Walker. Gets a little bit of Walker's arm. Gets called for the foul. Checking in is Skogard and Robinson for Parowan. And back in for Summit Academy, Kaylor Miller. Rowley. Oh, trying to go to Jake Smith, has it knocked away by Dallas Whedon. Foot race to the rim. Whedon wins it and gets the layup. Dallas Whedon. 35-31 Parowan. Justice Walker trapped on the short corner. Kicks it out to Jake Smith. Smith penetrates. Another teardrop. No good. Until Scott changing some shots there. Outlet to Ferris. Ferris gets it on the floor all the way and going to draw the foul from, I think it's on Rowley, Brennan Rowley, and they're going to give Tyler Ferris 2 shots as well. That's Rowley's second personal. Team second, Tyler Ferris for 2 shots. First one's good. Tyler Ferris, one of the leading scorers in Region 16 over the course of the year. Very good shooter. Trying to extend his career one more night. Ferris hits the second free throw. And it's a 2-point ball game, 35-33, Parowan. And they have the basketball. A 1-2-2 little half-court trap. And then they just blend into regular half-court offense, and the next thing you know, they're into man-to-man defense. Velez cuts off Rowley. Shot no good. Rebound to Kaylor Miller. 3-on-3. Miller. Pull up. Kick to the Hamlin for three, off the iron, no good. Rebound to Walker. Justice Walker has his head up, goes to the corner to Jake Smith. Smith pulls it out. Asks for a ball screen, then he's going to launch for three. No good. Rebound to Velez. Outlet to Hamlin. Here come the Bears. Chance to tie or take the lead. Hamlin to low, down to Miller. And Miller ties the ball game. It's 35-35. As we tick under a minute remaining in the third period. Hamlin checking Rowley, who kicks it back to Robinson, who goes to Skogard. No good. Rebound to Miller for the Bears. Outlet to Ferris. Ferris crosses over, gets into the paint. Up and under is going to be a charge. Player control foul on Tyler Ferris. Checking in for Parowan here. Shannon Clark and Brett Hunter. That offensive foul was Tyler Ferris's second personal foul. Robinson to Smith. Smith checked by Ferris. Smith turning the corner. Tries to go down to Walker. He does. Walker, little fade shot, got it. And now Parowan with a 2-point lead, 37-35. So we tick down to about 20 seconds remaining in the third period. Dallas Whedon to forecourt. Keeps his dribble alive. Harassed by Smith. Comes back out to Ferris. Ferris for three and the lead. No. Rebound. Still around. Justice Walker comes up with it with 8 seconds. He's got a 4-on-3 if he hurries. Smith tries to go underneath to Robinson. Knocked away by Kaylor Miller with 3.3 seconds. Parowan to inbound. See what Coach Stubbs draws up here for the Rams. Weave action to Jake Smith. Smith, one dribble, jumper at the horn. No good. At the end of 3 complete periods of play. Parowan 37, Summit Academy 35. We'll be back with the fourth and final period. To begin the fourth and final period of play, Summit Academy Bears get the first possession. Ferris to inbounds, comes way into the backcourt to Whedon. Whedon going to walk it across the timeline. Checked there by Justice Walker.
I'm on just a local Saxophone Channel 10 of Sevier, Sand Creek County, cable TV.
Foul called on Jake Hamlin.
Oh.
It's Tanner Robinson on the line for Parowan.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. All right. Bye.
Brendan Logan back in for Parowan. And also back in the lineup, Zach Scott for the Bears.
Tanner Robinson at the free throw line for the Parowan Rams. the Bears hit a big three-point shot down there on their last possession to take the lead. Robinson's free throw in and out. Battle for, still fought for Walker. Parowan comes up with it, rises, no good. Then there's Clark, and he just has his shot blocked by Scott, who does the outlet to Hamlin, to Ferris. They have the ball in a 1-point lead. We tick down to about 7 minutes remaining in the game. Ferris out to Scott. Scott back out to Kaylor Miller. Miller to Jaden Hamlin. Hamlin out to Tyler Ferris. Ferris picked up by Jake Smith. Ferris to Hamlin. Hamlin to Miller. High-low to Scott. Not a very accurate pass. It goes out of bounds, and there's a turnover back to the Rams. Checking in for the Rams, number 24, Brennan Rowley, replacing Tanner Robinson. Inbounds to Rowley. Comes to Hunter. Both Rowley and Hunter will be wearing blue and yellow next year. Clark has his shot blocked by Zach Scott. He's trying to start the break. Ferris instead pulls it out and runs some half-court offense. Pixies dribble up, comes to the left wing to Whedon. Whedon, he's looking, then decides to dribble out of it, trying to turn the corner. Comes to Miller. Miller, tough shot off the glass. Baseline, penetration. And then there's a steal by the Bears to Ferris. Ferris going to draw the foul on Brett Hunter. So nice little run here by the Bears, and now they take a 3-point lead. Coach Lance Stubbs wants to take a timeout here if you get the officials' attention. So nice run here by the Summit Academy Bears with just over 6 minutes remaining. Summit Academy 40, Parowan 37. We'll be back in a minute.
No wingers yet, huh?
Summit Academy to inbound. They have the ball on a 3-point lead. Danny Figueroa to inbound for the Bears. Little picket fence, break it off, and ball's tipped there by Justice Walker. Remains Summit Academy basketball. Figueroa, lob to Scott. This goes to Ferris, has it knocked away, but it recovers. Goes back to Scott, knocked away by Hunter, then to Rowley, and then the foul to Hagen Hines. Summit Academy not appreciative of the call, but a call nonetheless. It'll be Hagen Hines' 4th personal, only the team's 3rd. Into Jake Smith, picked up by Figueroa. Smith, left-hand dribble to Hunter. Back out to Jake Smith. Smith, left-hand dribble, penetrates. Keeps his dribble alive, comes back out to Clark. Clark trying to post up Scott. Comes back out to Walker, to Rowley. Rowley. Back out top to Jake Smith. Jake Smith, right-hand dribble. Tries to go baseline. He's going to pull up, rise over the top of Scott. Scott intimidated that shot. The big man for the Bears doing his job defensively. Figueroa into the forecourt for the Bears. Picks up his dribble. He's looking, still looking. Comes to Miller, back out to Figueroa. Figueroa. It's a ball screen from Scott. Turns the corner to Miller. A wide open three. Miller short off the iron. Good set, but it's no good. But Figueroa comes up with the loose ball. Figueroa. Ball squirts out to Scott. Clears to Ferris. Ferris to Figueroa. Walker runs over Miller. No call. Figueroa jump shot. No good. Rebound to Rowley. Rowley comes to Walker. Walker to Clark. To Rowley. We have a foul on Kaylor Miller. Gonna be a 1-on-1. Gonna be a 1-on-1 for Parowan. Shannon Clark, 6'4" senior. With a 1-on-1 situation here. Chance to chip away at the Summit Academy lead. Free throw up and short. No good. Rebound to Scott. To Ferris. Ferris, left-hand dribble. Tries to get into the crease. Comes out to Figueroa. Figueroa to Kaylor Miller. Miller to Ferris. Ferris lobs to Scott. Has that pass knocked away by Rowley. Saved by Rowley to Jake Smith. A lot of hustle there by the Parowan Rams to create that stop. Smith into forecourt. Picked up by Ferris. Smith crossing over into the lane. Kicks it to Rowley. Gets a ball screen from Smith. Going to be fouled by Ferris. It'll be another 1-on-1 situation. Tyler Ferris is third. Checking in for Parowan, number 5, Brock Harrison. Brock, a 5'10" junior. Seeing his first action of the game. Rowley, free throw, good. Coming down the stretch, the front ends of these 1-on-1s will be very valuable. It's a 2-point game. One more free throw remaining here for Mr. Rowley. Second one hard off the iron, tipped to Clark. An offensive rebound for the Rams and a chance to tie or take the lead. 3.5 remaining in the ball game. Jake Smith to Harrison, to Clark. Clark to Justice Walker from 16. Got it, we're tied at 40. Justice Walker. Figueroa travels. Had to kind of, couldn't check his pivot foot as he wanted to make that pass and realized his teammate was not looking. Except we got a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30. Parowan basketball out of the timeout. We're tied at 40. 3 minutes, 17 seconds. In an elimination game. The loser's season is over. The winner moves on to the Consolation Championship tomorrow. Brennan Rowley. Picked up by Scott. Rowley. Trying to get by Scott, can't. Comes back out to Walker, back out to Rowley. Time Jake Smith, checked there by Figueroa. Smith crosses over, gets a ball screen, comes to Justice Walker. Walker penetrates, picks his dribble up. Rowley from 17. Rowley, baseline jumper. Parowan reclaims the lead. It's a 5-0 run by the Rams. They were down by 3, now they're up by 2. 42-40 Parowan. 2.5 remaining in the ball game. Figueroa to Kaylor Miller, to Ferris. Got a whistle, and now the officials are talking. It'll be a double foul called on both Parowan and Summit Academy. It's going to go on Brock Harrison, and it's going to go on Danny Figueroa. It's a double foul, alternating possession, and it will be basketball back to Parowan. So tough call there. Looks like both men were engaged there rather physically. Parr and Patrick figured they were both at fault, calls the double foul. Parowan basketball and a timeout, 30 seconds. See you in 30. Into Rowley. Going to be trapped there in the corner. Still looking, comes way outside to Clark, who comes to Jake Smith. Smith going to set the offense way far out. We click down to 2 minutes. Comes to Brock Harrison. Harrison picked up by Ferris. To Smith. Smith rises for three. Short rebound to Scott. Not the best shot I think Parowan could have got. We're under 2 minutes here. Coming down the home stretch. A well-played game here. It's 42-40 Parowan, but Summit Academy has the ball. Figueroa trying to turn the corner. Tries to come back under to Scott. He does. Ball's tied up. Alternating possession should stay with Summit Academy. Probably a little too much penetration there as he got himself in trouble along the baseline underneath his own basket standard and got that pass tied up. So it's going to remain Summit Academy basketball. Figueroa to inbounds to Kaylor Miller. Miller out top to Velez. Velez trying to go high-low. Can't do it. Clark knocks the inbound or the entry pass away, and Parowan has it. 1.5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Parowan with the ball and a 2-point lead. Walker to Smith. Smith to Walker. Back to Smith. Smith picks his dribble up to Clark, to Harrison, to Rowley. Rowley to Clark, back to Rowley. Rowley goes all the way, no good. Ball's tipped and it's going to be controlled by Parowan. Going to come way out to Walker. Walker to Smith. He's going to be fouled by Ferris. So the offensive rebound proves to be very beneficial for the Rams. They were able to run some more clock and get one of their better free throw shooters, Jake Smith, to the line. Chance to extend this 2-point lead. Smith, first one, good. Jake Smith, a 4-year starter. He's been wearing the blue and yellow of the Rams for 4 years, and nice ball player. Second free throw, hard off the iron, no good. It's still a one-possession game as Danny Figueroa secures the rebound. And here come the Bears, trailing by 3. 45 seconds remaining in the ball game. Figueroa gets a ball screen, trying to turn the corner. He's going to get there, penetrate, kick to Kaylor Miller for a long 3, no good. Ball's tipped, controlled by Justice Walker to Brennan Rowley. Rowley is going to be fouled by Miller. Going to be 2 shots now for Parowan from here on out. Kaylor Miller's second, team's 10th. 29 seconds remaining in the ball game. Parowan wants a timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll see you back here in 1 minute.
I heard Dennis Aldridge used your Whirling Dervish term today.
Hey, I'm gonna have to quit taking my stuff.
Yeah, that's copyright.
Coming out of the timeout, let's set the stage for you. It'll be Brennan Rowley at the free throw line for Parowan. They have a 3-point lead. Brennan will be shooting 2 free throws. As you can see on the clock, there's only 29 ticks remaining. It's been a very competitive ball game. It's gone back and forth. Both teams have had a lead here in the second half. Rowley lets the first one ride. Good. It's a big free throw. Creates a 2-possession situation. Rowley, second free throw, good as well. 45-40, Parowan. Ball's picked up by Figueroa. Figueroa into forecourt. Figueroa penetrates with the right hand. Runs a little weave to Kaylor Miller. Miller going to be fouled, and that will be on Justice Walker. Non-shooting foul. Parowan not yet in the bonus. So it'll be inbounds for the Bears. Figueroa to Miller. Miller has the ball tipped by Rowley. 20 seconds remaining. Figueroa to inbounds. Out to Miller. Miller going to be fouled by Rowley. Non-shooting foul. Will be the 6th team foul. So inbounds again for the Bears. Side out this time. Kaylor Miller to inbounds. Up top to Figueroa. Figueroa on the weave to Ferris. Ferris up and under. He's going to be fouled. It's going to be a 2-shot foul. Tyler Ferris to the free throw line for the Bears. Foul's charged to Brock Harrison. So Tyler Ferris, chance to get this back to a 1-possession game if he makes both. First one's good. One shot remaining. There's a big one here. Makes it a 1-possession game if he can get it. Second one's up and good. So it's 45-42. Full court pressure by the Bears. 13 seconds remaining. Rowley still looking. Rowley still looking. To Smith. Timeout Parowan. 10 seconds remaining. 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30. Brennan Rowley to inbounds for Parowan. Looking, still looking, gets it into Walker. Walker trapped, gets out of the trap, and he's going to be fouled by Kaylor Miller. 2 shots for Justice Walker. 6 seconds remaining in the ball game. If Justice can make one of these, it'll make it a 2-possession game. So see what happens. First free throw. In and out. Puts a lot of pressure on this second one. The game remains a 1-possession situation. Huge free throw right here. If he misses, Summit Academy got a chance. Second one. Around and bounces in. Gets the shooter's touch to Figueroa into forecourt. Figueroa, long three, no good. Going to clean off the glass. It's going to be Parowan advancing to the Consolation Championship. Tomorrow afternoon, the Parowan Rams. And the Summit Academy Bears season ends. Out of Region 16.